Rosie Weird.
Hi!
And we have a fun little game to play today. So Karen has gone through and picked out 10?
8
commercials. Some of them are real. Some of them are fake. And we need to figure out if what she is telling us are real or fake.
These are all vintage commercials. They range between the 70s and 90s.
Okay.
After I finish reading, you can ask me reasonable questions that I will either provide answers to or not provide answers to if I think it would give away too much. You can confer with each other. 3, 2, 1, which is a countdown. You raise your card and you say whether it is real or fake.
Okay. So welcome to
the Vintage Commercial Showdown.
Yes! Don't put that in post.
Yes. All right. Commercial number 1. This 1989 ad for Tonka trucks begins with boys playing with Transformer-like action figures. They are acting out a battle, complete with pew-pew sound effects, when a backup alarm starts beeping. They rush over to the window and see a huge dump truck in the driveway. They get super excited at the sight of the truck and drop their action figures on the floor to run outside and see. A man with a hard hat yells from the cab of the truck that they'll have to wait until they're older to play with a real machine like that. They initially look sad, but a man that is probably their father comes out of the house behind them and hands them a new Tonka dump truck. They react very excitedly because truck. The Tonka logo appears on the screen with a loud thud sound effect with the slogan, "If it's a Tonka toy, it's built Tonka tough."
Ooh, I know that was the slogan. Built Tonka tough is definitely a slogan that I remember.
Okay.
This is weird because, I was alive at the time, but I wouldn't have paid attention to commercials for trucks. Even though trucks are cool, I just don't think I would have, because I wouldn't have had them as kids.
I was a fetus, and there's there's elements in this commercial that I think were in actual Tonka commercials, but I'm not sure.
Why would there be a dump truck in this guy's driveway? What was he getting delivered? Stone? Mud? Dirt?
I don't know.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, what was he getting delivered?
Topsoil.
Oh yeah,
sounds legit.
Do that. I think I've got an answer.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
That shit's real.
Nope.
Rose is right. It is fake.
Oh!
I got you.
Dang!
I feel like I know there were Tonka
If
truck
this ad
commercials.
had been real, I would play it right now and you would see it because I will do that for all future real ads. But this one was not real. I made it up. I'm a genius. Hire me, Tonka. I sell trucks.
Yeah, they would hire you.
That was a great
am
pitch.
embarrassed.
No, don't worry.
All
Alright,
commercial after
hit us
the-
with the next one, Karen.
Number 2. This 1967 ad for the short-lived Puffa Puffa Rice cereal was shot on location in Hawaii and features Anita Aloha, the hula dancing mascot for the brand. Excited men arrive in a boat. The cereal arrives on a surfboard. We see multiple typical tourist scenes, like a nerdy businessman getting a lei put around his neck and a daytime luau where everyone just eats cereal. The jingle, complete with mostly fake Hawaiian words and sounds, carries through the entire spot, even while the announcer is listing off all of the vitamins and minerals that bring oceans of energy. The cereal is also touted as being sweetened the island way, which means it has brown sugar on it.
I'm trying to think because I have this
Puffa Puffa Rice was the name of the cereal?
Yes.
Puffa Puffa. Okay.
That's very appropriate, but I don't get the tie to Hawaii. That doesn't make sense. I guess Hawaiians eat rice, but usually when you think of
Spam
Hawaii,
musubi.
you think I don't know, pineapples or coconuts or macadamia nuts, not rice.
Unless it's in Spam Musubi.
That's
but
true.
That's
That's
about
true.
it. I'm gonna... Well, I have my answer already.
I think...
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
Real.
It is real!
Oh!
Yes! Will it help you to learn that Puffa Puffa Rice got rid of Anita Aloha and replaced its mascot with a train like 2 years later?
Whoa.
Because they changed it to a little train engine because nobody understood what the heck was going on.
Oh my god.
Nooey nooey, puffa puffa rice. Pearly puffs of rice, toasted crisp and tender. Sweeten the island way with brown sugarcane sugar. In each spoonful the important nourishment of iron, niacin, and thiamine.
How did you find that? Is that
Dad?
Anita Aloha?
Dad knew this one? He just gets stuck in his head. All right. On to number 3. You two are tied. In this 1982 animated hot dog commercial, 2 brothers are working in their sausage shop when one declares his hot dog making machine a success. The other says that their mother would not approve because, while the new machine is fast, their hot dogs are special because they take the time to do things the old-fashioned way, by hand. Their mother appears and scolds the inventive brother for trying to, as she sees it, cut corners. The commercial ends with the slogan, "Eckrich means good meats from the heartland, and the secret ingredient is Mom."
Y'all can't see this, but she is stone-faced back there.
Oh,
She's not giving us any hints.
But that
But it's
Jughead look.
animated. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's what throws me off. Alright.
Alright. I think I have my answer, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
in 3, 2, 1.
I don't think that's real.
You are both incorrect. This is a real
No!
Mom says Eckrich Franks are always meaty and delicious because we take the time to trim our meat by hand. This is faster.
Ralph, no shortcuts.
I hate my life. I cannot believe. I mean, the thing is, I can believe, but that was awful.
The secret ingredient is Mom.
Wow, so we're still tied.
All right, you are still tied going into the last of the first half. This 1994 spot for Double Mint Gum starts through the window of a church. 2 grooms stand at the altar, facing away from the camera. After cutting to the interior of the church, we see them turn around, revealing that they are twins. Here Comes the Bride starts playing as twin brides walk up the aisle. Laughing as they all stand in front of the pastor, they pair off into 2 identical couples. An announcer says, "We can't all double those special moments, but there's always Double Mint Gum." The ad was pulled from air after only a few weeks, as 2 men standing at the altar and 2 women walking down the aisle together was apparently too controversial for 1994, even though everyone was revealed to be straight and also related literally seconds into the ad.
I vaguely, like, this, I remember those Double Mint commercials.
Yeah, I remember the type of commercial, like, I was...
But at the same time, anyway, I feel like Double Mint was leaning really hard into the jingle at that point in time, like the double your pleasure, double your fun.
Yeah.
It's a statement of the great minute.
Double Mint Gum.
Give us a countdown.
3,
3,
2, 1.
I think it's fake.
You're right, it is fake.
Yes! Woo! Jingles, baby! Jingles!
This 1991 commercial for Super Nintendo begins outside an abandoned drive-in theater. A teenage boy slams a cartridge into the console and begins playing multiple games, including the ever-thrilling Sim City. Slowly, people are drawn to the theater to watch. In the end, a crowd has gathered around him and just can't believe how cool he is, how cool video games are. They are all shown from the back, staring up at the newest Legend of Zelda game displayed over the entire drive-in screen. A deep-voiced announcer has been hyping up every game and ends with the classic Nintendo line, "Now you're playing with power. Super power." Also, the teenager is Paul Rudd.
I have my answer.
What year is this?
1991.
91. Yeah, Link to the Past came out in 91.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Give us a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Real.
You are correct. It is real.
Yay!
Now we get to watch
I
Paul
vaguely
Rudd.
remember. Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
I remember hearing... Oh, yeah, he hasn't aged a bit.
He hasn't. He's like.
Well, he looks a little bit older than he did in this.
When you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come. The games of Super Nintendo. No one else creates this kind of experience. Because no one else creates these kinds of games.
I didn't get my SNES until 94.
I
we
was
never
really
had one.
surprised because I did not know about that commercial.
I've seen it before, actually.
Because it was not in that...
It wasn't at that panel we went
at
to?
that panel we went to, so I'm like, I might be able to slip this one in on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we were at Too Many Games last year, we went to this great panel about weird... Was it just weird Nintendo or weird video game commercials? I think it was weird video game commercials in general. And this guy had acquired this incredible, bizarre collection. American commercials, your PAL region commercials, Japanese commercials.
Yeah. Wow.
Just great stuff. I wish I had, access to that again, because there was some really cool things.
That's so cool.
But that was not included. So.
Huh. But I remember, because I used to just kind of watch old commercials. When I first went on YouTube, I would look up just old
retro junk,
stuff.
all the stuff from retro junk.
Yeah.
Old TV themes, old commercials. That was all we looked at.
So that was the end of the first half, right?
Well, that was number 5. So there's only 3 left.
Ooh. So
what's
our score
You
currently?
are currently tied.
Puff
So it is 3-3.
Yeah.
She got 3 puff up.
We are currently tied 3-3.
Uh-oh.
Okay. This 1980 spot features a then unknown Heather Locklear and 2 other women as scarecrows, complaining about dull, damaged, and lifeless hair. A male announcer talks about how regular shampoos can leave your hair feeling like straw, but after trying new What's Her Secret vinegar shampoo, the former scarecrows are all shown to be beautiful blondes with perfect hair. The shampoo claims to bring softness, life, and shine to hair with the secret power of vinegar. They pass by preppy-looking men who wolf whistle while they walk by and laugh about it together because they're probably all going to go do it right after the camera shuts off. A female voiceover whispers, "What's her secret?" while all 3 women turn and shh the camera.
Okay, shampoo had some pretty weird names around 70s and 80s. There was
Yeah.
G, your hair smells
terrific. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I've never heard of What's Her Secret.
So who makes, Karen, who makes What's Your Secret?
Procter & Gamble.
Procter & Gamble, okay.
She's too good at bullshit.
She really is. She has a stone face, like you said.
No, and it's the worst part, because everything she has said is believable.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Aren't you working in advertising, Karen? You gotta write commercials.
Or do I?
I think I have mine.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Answers in 3, 2, 1.
I think it's real.
It's fake!
Damn
The entire shampoo is fake! I made up everything!
I knew it! That was the vinegar shampoo! That's...
Apple cider vinegar is commonly used in hair
Yeah.
these days as a clarifier, and beer shampoo was a thing in the 70s. They had all sorts of shampoos that, vinegar shampoo was not that far off.
Yeah,
Also,
hair on tap. That was the one.
That was number 6. So number 7 and 8 are the only ones left.
Okay.
Ooh.
And we are... Rose is ahead by 1.
Okay.
So, number 7. This very bicentennial 1976 commercial features George Washington and some other Revolutionary War guys leaning over a table in a dimly lit tent, with vague cannon and gunfire sound effects in the background to let you know that there's a war for independence going on. They appear to be looking over maps or plans, but we can't see the actual tabletop. We hear George Washington's thoughts from in the form of slightly echoey voiceover. No, not there, and definitely not there. They've really got me cornered. What to do, etc. He then looks up and calmly says, G5. The opposing player says, "No, you sunk my battleship!" And the officers flanking Washington on either side clap him on the back and start celebrating. An announcer with a British accent says, "Battleship, a true test of strategy and skill, only from Parker Brothers."
What year did Battleship come out?
1930. It was paper only, and they started making plastic versions in the 60s.
Let's see, I think
I feel like they would have really hyped up the super patriotic stuff around then, because I know they did. You got an answer?
Yes.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
I think it's real.
It's fake!
Whoa! That was really good.
That was good!
They really did come out with Battleship in the 30s. It was a paper and pencil game first. And, yeah.
That was so
they
cool.
started making plastic ones in the 60s. It was Parker Brothers. Parker Brothers has now been acquired by Hasbro because Hasbro, as I learned, Hasbro owns Tonka. Hasbro owns Parker
owns
Brothers.
pretty much everything at this
Hasbro
point in time.
owns Milton Bradley. Hasbro owns everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so it comes down to the last one, and Rose is ahead by 2.
By 2? She was only up by 1, I thought.
Oh, right, because you got that one wrong.
We both got that one
we
wrong.
Rose
both
is
got
ahead
wrong.
by 1. So if you get this, you can tie. There is no punishment for losing other than looking like a dope.
Alright, okay, cool.
And now this is the last one. This animated 1970s Hardee's ad begins with their mascots, a prospector and a fun machine, spotting a rude male approaching on a motorcycle. He has a giant mouth with a biker cap, leather jacket, and sunglasses. He begins to dismantle the Grecian-inspired columns on a building. Fun Machine declares that this is motorcycle mouth, and they must stop him before he eats the entire actual high school. They take him to Hardee's and buy him a juicy charbroiled burger. The trio then sit at a booth in a live-action shot of Hardee's with 2 children who sing the Hello Hardee's jingle. Motorcycle Mouth says that the juicy charbroiled burger from Hardee's is better than eating a high school.
What are the names of the mascots again?
They are the Hardee's Fun Machine and a prospector I couldn't find the name for.
I'm trying to
getting
think
them
of like
confused
that. Yeah.
I was getting them confused with Biscuit and Gravy from Bob Evans.
Oh, I didn't
Is
even know
one
they
of
had
those a dog?
mascots.
Yes.
Oh,
Biscuit
okay.
and Gravy are both
Neither
dogs.
of these guys is dog. One is like a prospector with a hole in his hat, and the other one is a fun machine.
What's
Okay.
a fun machine?
It is a vending machine inside of a Hardee's where you use a Hardee's token if you buy a kid's meal to then vend your kid's meal prize rather than the prize coming in the meal.
When did they stop doing the fun machines?
I don't know when they stopped doing the fun machines. We didn't have
Yeah, we don't
Hardee's
have
then.
Hardee's around
Like,
here.
we didn't have
this is-
Hardee's
Like
whatsoever.
Pennsylvania, yeah, but not.
So I don't know when they stopped that. I do know that I found a lot of reviews for Hardee's where people say don't go to Hardee's.
I'm sure.
So, did I actually do it? Or did I make this up? You have one chance left.
I think I have my answer.
Okay.
Me too.
In 3, 2, 1.
Real.
It is real. Rose wins by 1 point. I'm going to I actually found
Oh my god. What is
an
the
entire
Fun machine, look. It's motorcycle now, Gilbert. He'll eat the high school. Unless I get a juicy burger that tastes char broiled. Let's say hello to Hardee's.
Because the 70s were just weird enough. I had to, you know what?
so they did
I
a
just knew it was real.
whole collection of series of commercials with these like mouth characters that were just mouths that ate burgers and were weird. And sometimes they chased around a guy in a suit, but sometimes they were just like, I'm gonna eat a high school or I'm Frankenstein. So that's the end of the game. Rosie Weird is our winner. Elyse is
Not.
our runner-up.
Yes.
Elyse is not. But that was crazy fun. I really enjoyed that.
I really got you guys on a few.
You did.
I
You
didn't even know
punked me.
I
didn't know
even
Puff Puff Rice
almost
was a
punked you
cereal.
on that double mint one too.
Yeah.
I feel very good about calling the double mint one. Like a little bit of knowledge there maybe go a long way. But wow, and thanks to Dad for Puffa Puffa Rice. I'm gonna think about that for the next 30 years.
Rice.
I'm sure he has too. But yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out today, guys. If you liked this game, let us know in the comments because we'd love to do more. We'd love to do more games. We'd love to do more versions of the commercial challenge, shall we say. Rose, it has been a blast having you here.
Thank
I'm
you.
so excited. Stay tuned. We'll be having more videos featuring her. At least one more. And then some more in the future, too. Let's see. Question of the day. What's your favorite weird commercial? If you'd like to see more from Rose, I will link her channel in the description. Check out My Weird Crush, which is probably my favorite series on the entirety of YouTube right now. No joke.
All right.
My social media links are in the description below. If you'd like to see more from this channel, hit that little subscribe button. Click the little bell, because if you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Likes and comments, let me know to keep doing what I'm doing. Thank you again to Rose, and we'll
welcome.
see you in the next video. Later!